Every great essay has a clear and strong thesis statement. And really, there's two types, open and closed thesis statements. And today, we're going to talk about both. Before you write your thesis, I want you to do a couple things. 1, research. You have to gather all the information about your topic so you can fully address the question. 2, brainstorm. Break down your topic so you can fully understand it and address it in your essay. If you're not sure how to do this, I'll include a video above and also below in the video description to walk you through the process. And the goal of this video is to help you answer your essay question with a strong thesis statement. So let's get started. First off, a thesis statement is like a map. It tells the reader the direction you're going to take in your essay. It tells them where you're going. It is a clear and concise summary of the main argument in your essay. Your thesis should be crystal clear. Like it should shine bright like a diamond thing or twinkle like a little star. I should write a song about that. Your reader should know the exact argument you're going to make in your essay. Also, it should be precise. Don't get sidetracked with minor details. Focus on the main idea of your essay. Your thesis has to be accurate. Basically, can you back it up with real research? Keep it short, 1 to 2 sentences. But let me put a disclaimer out there. I found that sometimes when students write more than 1 sentence, it can actually hurt the clarity of the thesis, basically confusing the reader. So if you're going to write more than 1 sentence, it should add to the clarity, add to the precision, make it more accurate. If not, stick with 1 sentence. Lastly, let me stress again, your thesis is super important. It's the most important part of your essay. I like to think about it like a baby. Oh, you little baby thesis, oh, you're so cute. Stop that, you're embarrassing me. But really, when you have a baby, everything revolves around taking care of it. Its needs become more important than anything else. And with a thesis, your whole essay is going to revolve around your thesis statement. It's the most important part because it sets the direction for your entire writing. So make sure it's clear, accurate, precise, and keep it short. Here's what you should never do. Don't use phrases like I think or I believe. I bet you're an amazing person, but the reader does not want to hear what you think. They want the facts, not your opinion. And like I said before, keep it short and precise. Don't add too many details. We all have that friend who goes on and on and on and on. And if you don't, then you might be that person. Sorry. Let's talk about a closed thesis statement. With a closed thesis statement, you not only pick a side, you state the reasons why. You clearly define what will be addressed in your essay. For example, if I'm writing an essay on school uniforms, my thesis might sound something like this. School uniforms may be expensive, but they provide an environment based on learning rather than on income or appearance. Let's analyze this because I do a couple key things here. 1, I choose a side. I say that school uniforms are good. I'm pro school uniforms. It's not actually my real stance. Don't judge me. 2, I list the reasons. I tell you why school uniforms are a good thing. I tell you they focus on learning. And this is why we call it a closed thesis statement. It closes off your essay to other reasons and focuses it just on the ones listed in your thesis. Is that why you have the whole closed box thing up there? Yeah, I thought it was kind of a symbolic thing, closed box, closed thesis, kind of a cool idea. What, you don't like it? I mean, I guess. Moving on. One of the strengths of a closed thesis statement is it's very clear and the reader knows exactly not only the direction, but also kind of how you're going to get there. But also a con is it limits yourself. You can't argue other reasons. You have to stick to what you stated. For example, I'm not going to talk about that school uniforms are a good thing because you look professional or you can get ready faster in the morning. All those are good reasons. I'm not going to address those in this essay. Based on my thesis, I've already set the direction and I don't want to go off course. Three, I acknowledge the counterclaim. I say, yes, school uniforms may be expensive. Yes, they may cost you more money, but the focus is on learning. And by acknowledging what the other side will say, I strengthen my argument. With an open thesis statement, I choose a side, but I don't list the reasons why. Again, you got the whole open boxing up there. Stop making fun of me. Just kind of a little cheesy. You're hurting my feelings. Let's analyze this thesis statement here. College is a great stepping stone to a future career, but not every student should attend college after graduation. Let's analyze this. First, I pick a side. I say, yes, college is great, but it's not for every student. I clearly define which argument and side I'm taking in this essay. Notice I don't state why. I leave it open, hence the name, open thesis statement. One of the pros is it's clear, it's focused, but it also gives me freedom to choose the reasons as I develop my essay. The con here is it can sometimes lead to a broad thesis statement and kind of become vague and confusing for the reader. As you think about whether to write a closed or open thesis statement, I want you to keep this in mind. Know your thesis statement will grow and adapt as you write. You might start with a more open thesis statement, and as you write, it kind of navigates to become more closed and defined, or vice versa. It's okay not to have the world's greatest thesis statement on day one. We'll get there, I promise. Let's take a look at my Batman example. First off, look at the question, because the goal of your essay is to answer the question with a clear thesis. So we need to start there. Let's look at my closed thesis statement. Although there's many superheroes in the DC universe, Batman stands alone as the greatest of all time because he creates new technology, fights with no powers, and defeated Superman. I just thought of this. Batman should be president. Write that down. That's an amazing idea. Wow. And then if you look at my open thesis, it's the exact same thing, focused and clear, but without the reasons. I do a couple key things here in both thesis statements. One, I take a side. You know exactly what I'm saying. Batman is the greatest. Two, I use a question to write my thesis statement. You'll notice some of the words in the question and in the thesis are the exact same. That's intentional, and you should do the same thing. Three, I acknowledge there's many superheroes in the DC universe. This makes it a tough decision and gives greater weight when I say Batman is the greatest. So think about, can you acknowledge your counterclaims as well in your thesis? Next, I want you to revise and edit your thesis statement. Ask yourself these questions. 1, is your thesis statement crystal clear? Does the reader know exactly what you're saying and what direction you're going? 2, is it accurate? Is it backed up with real research? 3, can it be one sentence? Try to focus it on one sentence if at all possible. You can go 2 if it's helping the clarity, helping the precision, helping the accuracy. 4, ask yourself, can your thesis actually be supported? Can you actually back it up with real data, real research? Because that's what you're going to do in the rest of your essay. And lastly, I want you to check your spelling and grammar. Then you're going to spend the rest of your essay defending, supporting, and backing up your thesis with real evidence, which again is going to answer your question, which if it isn't clear already, the goal of your essay is to answer your question. If you're not sure what to do next, make sure you hit subscribe because I'm going to walk you through the entire writing process from start to finish. I also include in the video description the slides I use to teach my very own classroom and a rubric I use to assess my own students. Make sure to like the video. Until next time.